I could smile. Cassidy, smile for me. I need somebody to make me happy. Holy man, not you, big boy. Your smile does nothing for me, Grant.
I didn't figure. I asked Tate the same thing, man. 38-37, you're in a 1-point game. Get a steal right before the under 12 timeout, have a chance for a 3-on-1 break, and I think Chase dribbled it off David's ankle, or they got kind of tangled up and the ball goes out of bounds. Does it feel like that sort of epitomizes this losing streak so far, just right there and it goes away?
That and the 2 tip-ins we did ourselves. We had 2 that we got and put it in the basket. You know, we had it in our hands and then they juggled it and it goes in the basket. You know, I don't know what it is. I know this. I can't ask them to play any harder. They played as hard as they could possibly play. Although defensively, we were more intact with everything. Seemed a lot more compact. We went back to our old way that we've always done since I've been here. I thought that was better. And fellas, there's nothing anybody can do. We can't play any harder. We can't coach any better if you don't put the ball in the basket. And the bottom line is you cannot shoot. And they're not bad shots. We can't shoot for the game 37-14. Can't do it. You're not going to win games. And I can't say they were bad shots. They're good shots. Good as what they're taking. We don't find a way to get it in the hole. Then, you know, I can't, like I said, we can't play much better everywhere else. I'll just see what we had. I would look at we could be a little better on one thing. How many turnovers we had? 15. Probably had too many turnovers. 15's not terrible. They have 14. I mean, no, I don't. They had 8 assists. We had 7. We're missing some. We used to be a high assist team, and we got to get back to that. But and then we were playing. You know, Kyle played a lot. That's a true freshman. Chase played a lot. True freshman. Toussaint played some. True freshman. David, this is just his 2nd year. Bina, his 2nd year, and they're freshmen according to COVID. So we're talking 5 freshmen playing a lot of minutes. And Tavion's a junior. George is the only senior playing right now. Lauren's a sophomore. So, you know, it's a little bit of youth, a little bit of, we got to get Andy, Tavion, and David. I've got to put the ball in the basket efficiently. We've got to be able to score from the 3-point line a little better than what we are, you know. So, you know, all I can tell you is that they played as hard as they can play. Can't ask for any more than that. They're still fighting for Marshall. Got to stay with them, push through, and see what happens at the end of the year.
Coach, with a minute and a half left in the game, you know, you guys are down 11, you call a timeout. What did you say during that timeout to your guys? I saw Tavion say some stuff too.
Well, we're just trying to keep them pushing. You know, we want to finish the game as good as you can finish it. And we just want the effort. Right now, my concentration is making sure they're given the effort to win. There's no use putting emphasis on shooting. If you try to turn down shots or be meticulous in the way you get a shot or something like that, you'd be surprised the turnover rate will go way up. And you can't do that. You just got to, that's our style. That's who we are. And we have to be able to make shots. And right now, we're not doing that.
Coach, you've seen streaks like this before with some of the teams, and they've been able to.
Not many, Grant. I wouldn't be coaching right now. Not many.
But teams, and it seems to be, you know, I got looking at the numbers. A couple of those streaks happened at this similar time of year, and you all were able to get things back right. Is it more chemistry, or do you feel like the guys are pressing just because they're putting that on themselves to try and get themselves over the hump?
Well, there are probably a lot more expectations this year for this team. So with expectations comes pressure. You know, that's just part of it. Now you got to handle it. That doesn't mean you fold to it. That's life. That's the way life is. You know, expectations cause heartburn. And it's hard to get, my dad always said that when you're running a 100-yard, I don't even know who I sound like. I won't mention who I sound like, but when you're running a 100-yard dash, you can't look around making sure that you're going to get to the tape first. You run to the tape. And I think sometimes we look back and make sure everything's okay. And you got to quit doing that. You just got to run freely as hard as you can, and then break the tape, and then you can look around. But we seem to critical moments, like big moments, we're not making the big plays. And but again, I can't ask these guys to give you more than what they give me. Physically, they give you everything they can. Are there things that we can clean up and be better at? Sure. And we played better at it. I don't know where it went. I don't have a magic ball for that. And I don't think anybody does. When you get onto these where the ball's not going to the basket, all you can do, what we try to tell them is, we got to win other ways. That's to defend, steal the ball, rebound. We got to start shutting people down until we get the shooting going. And I do really think sometime it's going to happen. I don't know when. I wish you'd hurry up, man. Is that it?
Yeah,